Justice is blind, and sometimes that's a good thing, and sometimes it's not. And when it's not, CGLA is there because CGLA sees people.
There is a disadvantage in the system for individuals. We don't all start at the same level playing field, depending on who you are and the color of skin and where you grew up.
I think justice is a system that is designed to treat people fairly. I see our office as filling a gap that is out there.
It's not always fair, but I think it's a matter of providing opportunities and providing access to try to make things as fair as possible.
CGLA is an organization that basically gives people a second chance. Everyone deserves a second chance.
An earthly power doth then show like gods when mercy seasons justice. That essentially gets at the heart of what we do at CGLA. We care passionately about justice, but we also care passionately about mercy, and fusing the two together in the way we serve clients is essential to our service.
Justice was allowing me to be a good father.
Justice to me is having a second chance to do it right this time.
When you have a higher motivation that comes from a deeper place within you and comes from a love, that's powerful. And that motivates, that inspires, and that's an extra reason to get up in the morning, I think.
I think people's faith provides them strength when the law has a gap in it.
I not only listen with my ears, I listen with my heart. And since I am a Christian, I always offer prayer.
In my experience, everyone that does legal services work is passionate. You know, you don't do it for the money, you do it because you care. But I think at Cabrini Green we have an even slightly more elevated level of passion, partly out of our faith calling, partly because we've just managed to attract really incredible people, whether as staff members, volunteers, donors, board members. These are people who feel very strongly that the mission and the work of this organization is a critical aspect of their lives.
There's zealous everything at CGLA. I mean, it's a very passionate organization. They're passionate about doing the right thing for the client, passionate about serving the community with integrity, passionate about giving back without asking for anything in return.
Our attorneys are unique because they do things that, at least in my experience, I've never seen other attorneys do.
At CGLA, we're very committed to meeting the full needs, the whole needs of the person. We're keenly aware that while addressing the legal problem, if we address the underlying life circumstances, our clients will leave us stronger and will have more stable lives going forward.
I'm able to help clients to access services, get benefits, and apply for things that they wouldn't necessarily know that they were eligible for.
So that as a unit, we're creating life change, life transformation that will have a positive impact for those clients that we're serving.
Cabrini Green Legal Aid has 4 areas of legal services: family law, housing law, criminal defense, and criminal records.
In family law, there's a lot of emotion. Lots of emotion.
I came to CGLA with a family issue concerning my daughter's, the rights to seeing my daughter. It's been 2 or 3 years since I have not seen her with no solution to the problem. I was going about it the best way I could go, calling the cops and going in and out of court frequently to show that I want to be there for my daughter. One of the time the cops told me, I think you need an attorney. And my mama came to me with a paper telling me, call these people. They're good attorneys. They take cases like this. She introduced me to CGLA, and then which I met a guy named Daryl Appleton, and it changed me and my daughter's life.
I think it's important that parents raise their children.
You know, I ain't seen her the past years, and now we are growing together. I'm seeing her now. It's like I'm a new person now. I feel like a father.
Denise embodies what we do. She is a client that we exist to serve.
I had had a substance abuse problem. I got in trouble with the law, And I decided to clean my act up. I went to the detox program. I went to a women's treatment facility and lived in a residential home for over 2 years. Got a job, felt healthier, and everything was going great in my life.
4 years she worked at this place, and they're about to promote her to be a manager. They run a criminal background check, and she gets terminated as a result.
I tried to clean my record up myself. I worked hard on all the paperwork. I went into court and got shot down by the state's attorney. And at that point, I was stuck. I didn't know what to do.
And the state's attorneys were objecting to Denise, not just based on her record, but based on a statutory interpretation issue. It goes to the judge's discretion whether or not to grant the sealing. And so we talked about the fabulous person she is, the fact that her record was a result of her addiction. She's been sober all this time. These are the things she's done, and these are the hardships she's facing based on the past. And the judge agreed to seal her record, and the whole courtroom broke out in applause. It was great.
Now that my record has been officially sealed, it's made a wonderful difference.
But every person that comes after Denise that was facing that same objection no longer does, because we're able to stand by her side, support her through that process, and not only help her, but help a lot of others that are coming along.
In 1973, a private practice attorney, an idealistic church located within the community, and a generous publisher joined forces to respond to the critical legal needs of vulnerable individuals living in Chicago's Cabrini Green housing development.
CGLA has a rich tradition, a really incredible history that is certainly a drawing point, I think, for anyone who comes to CGLA. Chuck Hogren's demonstration of 24 years of in the trenches work, building an organization, serving clients tirelessly, continues to be really an inspiration to all of us.
One of the best things that we've done in the last year is to build satellite locations and to partner with organizations like Salem Baptist Church on the south side, Father Flager's St. Sabina Church on the south side as well. We've partnered with different organizations throughout the city.
So that we have a regular weekly presence in many neighborhoods throughout the city, much more accessible to the potential clients who come to us for help. And at a values level, it reflects this incarnational approach we have to being present within the communities that we serve.
And what's really going to be important going forward is actually taking the CGLA model and expanding it, because there's no limit to what we can do.
The need is still so vast, the unmet need is so deep that we're far from slowing down. But it all comes back to that one person who shows up at our door saying, I've got a legal problem, I need your help, will you help me?
We would be unable to serve the number of people we do without the support of volunteer attorneys and law students.
The volunteer experience at CGLA is one that captures a person's skill set and helps them invest that in the lives of people who really need it.
Volunteering at CGLA gives me an opportunity to get involved in an organization that I believe in, and in an area of law that I otherwise don't touch, and with clients, frankly, that I wouldn't see in my field of law.
This place is a little different from other places I've volunteered before. The staff here really incorporates you into the team. They make you part of the family. Sometimes you go places and you volunteer and you don't get that reception. They don't know your name or why you're there, but the staff here is different. They care.
The work that CGLA does is so important because it provides balance in an unbalanced system.
The law is a little bit like medicine in terms of what people need when they come in. A lot of times all people really need is some very brief information, advice, or some brief assistance, and they can resolve the matter. But a lot of times they need what would be the legal equivalent of surgery. They have a more sophisticated dispute. It's important to have that range of services, and CGLA has recognized that and really operates at all parts of this continuum.
We take cases where we can make a difference in people's lives. So I'm satisfied with the job we do, and I'm satisfied with the cases we take, and I do believe in a very small way we are making the world a better place.
You can't save the entire world, but You can't save that person or assist that person or help that person or offer your help to that person who's sitting in front of you.
Thank you, Cabrini Green Legal Aid, for helping change my life.